Welcome back, my Strat family, my Griswold gang. Thank you guys for another video. If you're new, welcome to the channel, welcome to the family, welcome to the Strat. This is your watch list for Tuesday, September 27th. I send these videos out for you guys for free every single day, so make sure you're going down below, clicking that subscribe button, and then hitting that bell. That bell gives you the notifications for when I do send them out every single day. I send out daily watch lists, weekly swings, and all kinds of learning tools for the benefit of you guys, for you guys to learn how to become more profitable and more consistent trading the strat and just trading in the stock market in general. This is the easiest strategy that you guys will come across. I promise you that. Let's get into a couple things here before we hammer out this list. As always, the screen that you guys see is TradingView. So I use TradingView to chart everything that I do. If you're looking for a platform like this, there's a link in the description below. That link will give you a free 30-day trial to their subscription-based services. I use their Pro Plus service. If you want to use TradingView, if you've never used it before and are looking for that platform, then go down, click that link below, get your free 30-day trial, and then if you decide to use that service, you'll get up to $30 off of your subscription. So you need to start by clicking on that link down below. If you want, you can find me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. You can DM me there. You can comment there. Or comment down below and make sure you guys are giving me thumbs up for the videos. I appreciate it very much. The more comments, the more thumbs up, the better for the algos. And to get this information out to as many people as possible, to help as many people as possible. That's why I'm here. That's why most of the stratters are here, is to help you guys all out. A couple other things I want to go through. I don't even know. Oh, the Discord. I have a link for the Discord down below. So you can go down below, click that link. You'll join the Griswold Trading Discord. And everything that I offer you guys, free or fee-based, is in that room. There's a trading room where people are talking about what they're jumping into. There's swing trading rooms, crypto trading rooms, options trading rooms, SPY trading rooms. There's learning tools in there. And then on top of that, if you were looking for extra help, I've got one-on-ones in there. I've got the indicator for sale in there. I've got the Griswold Gold membership, which includes everything that I have to offer for you guys, including a course that I've created. So that's part of the Griswold Gold membership. So everything that, again, that I offer, fee or free, is in that room. So go check it out. And then the last thing I want to go through, guys, is the ads. And I know the ads suck and nobody likes watching them, but I'm asking you in advance, and I'm thanking you in advance for letting those ads roll through, because those ads keep this stuff free for you guys. So let those advertisers pay for your guys' free education, and gals, for your free education. So again, I appreciate it very much for letting those ads roll through. Go get a drink, go get a snack, and then we can hammer out these the watch list. All right, let's get started. I'm glad we're starting with Pfizer, because on the weekend I said watch out for this 3-1 setup, and it didn't materialize. What we ended up having was another inside bar. So a double inside bar. I know a lot of the stratters love these double inside bars. I'm one of them, and some of them think that an inside bar is still an inside bar regardless of what's behind it. And that's also true. A double inside bar it's a little bit more probable because we're showing 2 days of consolidation. And you notice how my bars here, this outside bar is white, these inside bars are yellow. The reason I have that, as well as the OB tabs, the IB tabs, the Griswold Strat indicator. It's on TradingView, but it's not in the indicator tab. So you just have to use the link in the description below, or you can find it in the Discord. And you can purchase it there as well. It's a one-time $25 fee. Anytime I add anything to it, there's no charge. It's free upgrades. And this is an all-in-one stop shop. So it includes these bars. It highlights the 3-1 setups for you. It highlights the double inside bars for you. It gives you the candlestick numbers. It gives you time frame continuity. It gives you Sara STRAT Sniper's 50% rule. Okay, so there's a bunch of really, really great things that are included in it. So if we go look at the last time we had a double inside bar, because this is some of the stuff that I like to look for, and I like to go back and look how that stock reacted. So I found it very easily because the Griswold indicator highlights these double inside bars blue for you guys. So we had this double inside bar and we had this big gap down. Now, you wouldn't have had an entry point there. It would have been tough, but if you would have played the 15-minute gap, you probably would have made some money. If we'll go try and find one more here, and then we'll move on to the next play, but I'm going to explain something with the inside bars for anybody who's new, because if you're not following the importance of inside bars, I want to make sure it's very clear, because I think it's important for especially the new stratters and anybody who's new at trading to concentrate on one setup. And for me, that setup is the inside bar. So here is a great example. This double inside bar, we were either going to trigger here or here. And I heard Addicts Trades talk about this, and I say this all the time, and he probably does too. This is the first time I really had heard one of his interviews, and he talked about every candlestick telling a story. And I'd love to say that same thing. It's so true, because every candlestick tells a story. It's written a book for you guys. You just need to read that book and understand what that book is. And the more you watch this stuff, the more that you will understand the readings of what the candlesticks are providing. So this candlestick here basically said, I'm going to put some lines in here real quick for you guys. It basically said, if I trigger to the top or I trigger to the bottom, if this big red candlestick, if I break to the top, you can buy calls. If I break to the bottom, you can buy puts. And if I break that bottom, which it did, you can take targets. I'm just going to use this here so I don't have to draw anymore. You can take targets at the bottom of this wick. Bottom of this wick. Or the gap. Okay? It filled all three of those targets for us. And it said it was going to do that. It said if I cross this yellow line here, if I cross the trigger, you can take profits here. You can take profits here, and you can take profits here. Now, those stories don't always tell the truth, but the probability of that story being told correctly is very, very high. Okay, so that's one of the things, and I don't care who you are, every trade you take, every strategy that you are a part of, there is risk involved, and it's probability based. Nothing is 100%. We can say that, yes, the probability of us having a successful trade off of a double inside bar is very, very high. But it's also possible that we don't win on that trade and that it flubs and maybe it just barely breaks a trigger and comes back and sits, within here, within this range. And that's very possible too. But we play probabilities and we play what we have in front of us. So we say if we trigger, we're in. If it hits targets, we can take profits and get out. Okay, it really is that simple. And you don't really need any indicators, whether you're talking about RSI or EMA or VWAP you can use them. Every tool is great, but you don't need them when you're trading the strat, and that's what is so great and what's so pure about the strat. So again, for the newbies, I just want to refresh your guys' minds, even for the people who are watching. Not refresh, but I want to talk about these inside bars. So an inside bar or a one bar, when we're talking about the strat, it doesn't break the high and it does not break the low of the previous candle. It stays within the range. So it's a tightening range. So when you see these yellow candles, I want you guys to think of, like a spring being loaded or a jack in the box, the little da-da-da-da-da-da-da. When you see those yellow candles, I want you to think that's a spring getting ready to be loaded and explode. And if it breaks one of these two, I'm going to jump in. And that's what I want you guys to see when you see these yellow candles. Because as we saw back in the previous candles, the probabilities of that trade coming to fruition are very, very good. So that's Pfizer. I don't give out top fives on here anymore, but I'll tell you this right now, Pfizer would for sure be on there. It's one that I will be looking at for sure. So calls at 44.33, puts at 43.68, and our targets are marked out. And the other thing I want to say, guys, again, if this is helping you out, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment down below. Let me know that if it's helping you or if you think the videos are crap, you let me know and let me know what you think I should change about them. But at the end of these videos, I also have learning tool playlists for you guys and other videos that are catered towards you guys to help you learn the strat even more than what this video can teach you. So FUBO is up next. So now again, CyberDog said he loves these 3 bars, the outside bars, when they break one side and they come roaring down. And I heard, again, Addicts Trades talking about it, and he was talking about a weekly, but you can use this on the daily. He said the only thing stopping this candle from continuing was that the market closed. That's it. So when looking at these trades, and this is a 1-3 setup, inside bar followed by an outside bar, and CyberDog said, he's like, I love playing these for, call it a 3-2 reversal or a 3-2 continuation, whatever you want to call it. He loves playing these. So I thought, well, let's put them on the charts today and we'll see how they play out. So there is our first target. It's got really good magnitude. And all magnitude is the gap between the trigger and your first target, the next preceding wick, bottom of the wick. And realistically, magnitude, target, a bull stop loss, they're realistically all the same thing. So this has really good magnitude. It's got some nice meat on the bone there for a good trade. MU, Micron Technology, 2 up, finished red. We're going to look for puts at 48.80 and first targets right there. Okay, next up, let's go to Target, TGT. Target had a 2 down that finished red, and I'm not sure why I had Target on here. There would have been a reason, and I don't know. So we're gonna take that off of there. And we're gonna move on to Shopify. So Shopify, look, I gave you this hammer candle on the weekend, and I said look for this to pop up, and it popped up. And again, you would have got stopped out here without hitting targets, but still a profitable trade for you on Shopify. Now I've got a shooter candle or an inverse hammer. Exact opposite. The only difference, time frame continuity, fully down. And this is part of the Griswold Strat indicator. And when we have full time frame continuity, guys, it's a good thing. Okay, I'd be looking for this to hit the bottom of this broadening formation on Shopify. So puts at 28.23. We'll see how it plays out. EW 2 up red. Shooter candle or inverse hammer. I'm going to look for puts at 83.32. Time frame continuity to the downside. And again, if you have a inside bar, if you have a shooter candle, which is this body with a big long wick at the top, or you have a hammer candle where you have the body at the top with a long wick to the bottom, those are actionable signals that we want to get in and play. So that is EW. We'll move into GameStop. 2 up, finished red. Puts 24.12, time frame continuity to the downside. Roblox, 2 up, red, shooter, candle. Puts 35.49 and good magnitude to the downside. All the way down to 33, what do we got there? 33.60. 33.60. Okay, that's our first target. Good trade there. Next up, UPST, 2 up, finished red, shooter candle or inverse hammer, full time frame continuity to the downside, and first targets. And, Rob Smith likes to say 2-2 on a Tuesday. So we're 2 up, and we're looking for a 2 down on Tuesday. We'll move on to Apple, AAPL. Now, Apple's got a shooter candle. It is green, but I'm going to put it on this list anyways. So we are close to breaking 2 down on the week. And this is on our weekly swing plays. I've already jumped into Dollar Tree on swing plays earlier today. So puts at 149.55. If we hit first targets, we also trigger the weekly. So you can look at if you're getting a week out or 2 weeks out on this thing. So if your expiry is Friday or next Friday, you can look to hold this a little longer and maybe hit some of the weekly targets if we trigger to the downside. AFRM, 2 up, finished red, shooter candle, puts at 18.85. Adobe. Adobe was one of these outside bars, okay? So it's one of those things that CyberDog was talking about. We're going to look to trigger here, and first target is way down at 255. Full time frame continuity, so we'll see how that one plays out on Tuesday. CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines, 2 up, finished red. Inverse hammer shooter candle. Puts at 889. We'll look for the first targets there. The blue is the monthly. So you can see here we're inside month right now. We go back to the day. Second targets trigger the monthly, okay, to go 2 down on the month. So pay attention to Carnival Cruise Lines. CRM, 2 up, finished red, shooter candle, full time frame, puts at 145.38. And there are a ton of these plays. Here's another one on D-Dog. 2 up, red, shooter candle, full time frame down. Disney, 2 up, red, shooter candle. Sorry, not a 2 up, inside bar. Okay, so still an actionable signal. We're going to look for this thing to hammer to the downside. Puts at 98.12, calls at $100.68. Cisco, inside bar again, shooter candle. Okay, puts are more probable on this thing at, what do we got? 40.37 is the trigger. First target, $40.12. We'll continue on with DraftKings, 2 up, finished red. Actually, sorry, that's an outside bar. Didn't quite load up. So outside bar on DraftKings. Again, we're going to follow that CyberDog setup where he just likes to play the continuation of the 3 bar, or, you know, a 3-2 continuation if you want to call it that, based on it trending up and then coming back down. So time frame continuity looks good to the downside. First trigger's marked out at 14.59. DocuSign, 2 up, red, full time frame. There's that shooter candle again. Puts at 41.62. GE, 2 up, red, shooter candle, puts 64.18. IBM, 2 up, red, inside bar red. Got me again. IBM, so again, shooter candle. We're going to look for puts at 121.75 on this. Calls at 124.30 on IBM. Lululemon, this one's got higher premiums, but we've got an inside bar. He didn't get me on that one. Inside bar, shooter candle. We're going to look for puts at $300.79, and puts at $291.87. I think I said puts. Calls at $379, puts at $291.87. And again, we just mark our targets at the low of the preceding wicks or the high, depending on whether it's a put or a call. And we are trending to the bottom of the broadening formation. So we'll see how Lululemon plays out this week and tomorrow. Netflix, 2 up, red, got me. Inside bar red. Inside bar red, shooter candle. We're going to look for puts at 123.01. And this is also on the weekly swings, because if we hit first targets, that is the trigger for the weekly to go 2 down as well on Netflix. Nike, 2 up, finished red. We're going to look for puts at 95.72. QQQ, 2 up, red, shooter candle, puts at 273.69. You can see what the time frame looks like. Teladoc, inside bar. Puts at 26.34, calls at 27.96. Shooter candle. We'll see how T-Doc handles itself. Walmart, we've got something different, guys. 2 down, finish green, bottom of a broadening formation. We're going to look for calls at 132.12. First targets at 133.17. That's pretty good magnitude on Walmart. So there's a call play for tomorrow. Alibaba, 2 up, red, shooter candle, full time frame. Puts at 78.78. And LTHM, 2 up, red, shooter candle, puts at 30.17. And look here. So this red line, again, we're not going 2 down, but it's that 3 bar. And we're going to look for that 3-2 continuation on LTHM. So again, if we trigger on the day and hit targets, then we will trigger the week on LTHM. Guys, make sure you're subscribed down below if you thought the information was helpful. Give me a thumbs up. Get in on that Discord. Make sure you're watching the videos at the end to learn even more about the strat to make you more profitable, more consistent, and a better trader overall. Good luck trading Tuesday, guys. I wish you nothing but the best, nothing but green, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.